abantu amintu ndete nkuwa nengokora chingaki bene keke ne chingaki ndete litanga nimbakire mbyamono esenge njumwatu akirite chikura mwatu akira chikura chinyinge chikura mwagete mwangakirite charengi chikura 1270 echireho mheshimiwa Machogu olenko mbwatya ayabwate 1080 oyo obwate tu mheshimiwa Machogu abwate chikura 1030 iko abantu karibu 1420 mbagetekura ndagete tubakirembya muno nanje bene mbakirembya muno abantu aminto. Thank you. Nyasaye abasen kira naliyete lazima nchikirani na kwanza igoro ya avocado ngakwana igoro ya matoke ngakwana igoro ya amaua ngakwana igoro ya kawa echai emyaka 5 eri motu yaitu tokonyana n'abaheshimiwa mwang'eire ngakionya nturi kemya nabo tuwikanonye no 60 emyaka 4 tumagwikemya chinyakitari chetu mwaigogemo eribu lakini ndaito promising abantu amintu mwana rango genda state house kana genda state house tali pesa na chete kuli chi serikali tubwate Kenya chiri serikali 48 echi county chiri 47 ya national government ikora no mheshimiwa Ruto ikaba ya 48 esensa yemo lazima tokore gasi na serikali enene na liyo kindi kira atonye yatotonyere gaiga mnabona ekena yendoro chibesa chi enusu a trillion ejikire 500 billion Kenya shillings serikali ya UK usaba Ingereza etagete kwenda na gochakisi etenenere na boigete neneru na university ya Kisi emanye ko iranke masinde muriru maseno na ijetu chibese china chete ko represent ninde no mo president nyanchirana nga chibesa chiri ekero igendwe kuruku ememo ochese cabinet ya sainiwa wa discuss chibesa chichegaiga naende bogimambo ko bamnabole lazima mo change abantu amintu ndaye to report kana to kwanza no mheshimiwa Machogu nande tinasaine TMM no mheshimiwa o health Moswat Susan na sign treasury ya sign umuntu tara sign na Anton General mo sign yalengi president natinga wago sign ya sai kawa nchamambia na meme yeko genda ralia cabinet esabali ite ko babyaga ekineye ntukira tokonye nyansengima na East Africa na kitu kwenda gukorera abantu wetu amaua umheshimiwa Monda chiwikibere chaera na mubuli akagendera mutinda kubeka kinasa cha maua amaua gusubye kunyariba masaba rugoro mubasi mumachoge rugoro ons twabekire kinasari ngoyanza tole koenana embego yemo bwana bichi chitarike 22 a factory ya avocado ngonye igora tole ali ATC umuntu lyo etegazi n'aba Ingereza etwa mwete mpaka tariki 22 igo cha avocado chinde chonzi aso cross ya mahuta ngo irukira lya ATC karabaro sina nene torolo sina nende ino nende no ngo cha gucha matega iga ebe kworo ama toki ni maitenga factory ni bwateme cyane lakini nintegitendo nga kitoko nyerosi umheshimiwa Ongwae nanye igorete lakini achire ngora ninche minyo ky'abantu ororo ndole gasi osenere ngo baboli nkimotari ko korere gasi ko kwegwe bakumana emo wanje bakumana ngira ne mai digambo lya bananchi motari tengira ne mai mo wanja tomiyo kani mpake bikoro tubiere tokolera abantu egasi abakora egasi be county mwanje tomiyo kani egasi ekolekana chipara ni mayatene bechando yasaye kawanja chiwiki nande ibere chiwiki ibere yasaye kawanja gwa kwena na tole egentu gekorokwa ebasari yeye abaheshimiwa wa MCA ndati kwa bole oso wanje koino budget ngokolere ngochere ntaite basabe monyeti kero mwanyetiri abantu bayitoweka Januari tariki kera sura jikoro Januari 24 oso 25 torrego sabana mbanyole ebasari bawuchere school nabegete ese budget milioni 135 chie basari at least kile ward enyole chi milioni 3 egetie yatendere mheshimiwa mkuu wa bodi ese budget ene nyasaye kawanja ninjenga ambera ba MCA bane torole chibesere kitoko gano katata Ozengaliga timbo adigeti kende kana kole krosi ge town ekiamara ni kuke koran lakini kana kole ge town lazima trosi egeti ekekyankaga abantu bako mupi korero na matero torenga to cross kusi mo wanje boyo mwako anayoro ye pale ye itira abantu abange tete basabe mwenzi nkoli kirande kena lirube ndole usemba weke chipampu nkega nali abantu baitu batakwese pale bamurabe pige mwarora ntu akora ntu igore esako yenu asina ena neta chimilioni 3 chiana president yakanga chimilioni 2 naini mwasangiriri karibu milioni agento ntotagete torore usentu sangiriri oburayi bolia tindiko chikoira na maega bantu mbaumana lazima make sure nga mwalirire ekekokoro na promises yendo kyomwele ntogendeze kubara abantu alibosongo n'abantu kubara abakoli egazi kirwisano na 900 bonds tuatebrega abangira n'abagakamura mubwata abana basometa mubwata abana nyomba kakingo tebanga kitgamanye kiro monto masakara kyabwata ekero tukubolinga masakara kayani abantu bayi murungani mbadenga yaya yako imurungani sababu teyo turayirira abana school abana bande mbako genda basoma bagende barosi certificate ko River Road bali raki mwanchegesa kungegendera imo wancha abantu bakete school batoraye bali tutachieti onye nokuabisa nenti twabuse oye no gosukuma kigali kioke abande tusukume kigali kioke na turakonye egesa kuyetu lero iga Makueni county done ndio setagete gocha kogenda mpaka Makueni Bill Gates omuntu nenkwensengi ekerachicha ayagenda Makueni esenge nche gavana yalengororo Professor Kithure Kimani ekeraba MCA batagitenga bali kibeza angete ekera abantu batagite kuyiba kibeza kyekipara agakana lero kiro omuntu akera ukwana atagite kwenda Makueni akimo mwaro kimwisonde abasongo bono emukire tali Makueni baanzire kwenda Kisumu esenge ncha Professor Nyanginyo ase checheta hiyo kakimuga nitogende nechechega muwanja tokei obochoni boke gati yayi nobochi nobochara abantu baminto monkonyo robochi mbole mane yana ntebisima yaya tiakoende ruti obochara monkonyo mbole meyane batebinga simba yaya tiga tokonya abantu baitu nje nimbwato mushahara nkoli muno mugabano wino kibese kine cyeno munga nkirengendere kuri kibese kimno mushahara lakini bakorere gasi abashimiwa abankoli baro mushahara obo kibese cyeno bali umushahara tubakorere gasi kipara tros abantu aminto tigamba tebe egento kyogokumya egento nkere abantu bakorte kipara edeni tobwate yegasi ekolekandite bosongo ere 1.3 billion Kenya shillings 1.3 billion lakini nabekire ekamiti yokoligereri yogochunguza banyorere chipara karibu 160 nchikole kaneti abataite basoki chibesa na tebiringa ki contractors onde bwensi okolte gas ngowaka na tole lakini onye tokolte gas na ende quality cream besa tiyo tokoa na ende lazima tokubwate again don't get a economic crime cheche lazima tokonya abantu baitu banyora amali yo kinyakitali omwelyo na bayigura abantu aminto igoro ya municipality yogemo karenge tobis amasakara onsi arosi again to gyoka getsigeret e cabinet e saranse e anchirane naki e municipo ego chikoba ran ndai to promise ngaiga chitariki ibere chitariki sato ekeegwe ekeya kyo mwaka o 2023 nkoena na municipality ogembo ninywete abantu baansirenga ninche chairman ninche manager tige ebintu ebyo liki kondronga kitoko nyora e manager e chairman ekara ndo okoleta esengenjo nayo omonene wekenyoro eto okolete kirubwate chinguru kyokoligidona etaoni eyebenene ekere busungu igo nyweta abantu baonire chingoko baonire amarimo bakunya bwisaranze ebyombe relax ninje gabana lazima tumuleke boronge igo nyweta abantu abagaka bali abagina bali relax onye naye kore the best bet etowokwa as long as ya no machogega na ende municipality bwatete bu machoge ekabwata bugiranga ekabwata bubasi ki constituency renga inye bu machoge borabu chache bubasi bugiranga echinecho chibwate municipality lakini nyasaye kawanja na ndemi yake 5 mno mheshimiwa Alpha Akwan lazima onyore tuarosi no ene county ite saidi kaango cha kuboro yarule bobasi cyo machoge ngende bugirango yonjukanane na kisi nero yonjukanane wetu tunyare bakonya abantu wetu abantu baminto ndagetentikere gawo mbasa bemwenzi esuku yabeire abana mulesi walimo kubanya mpaka February abangina mulema abamama mulema abangina n'omule lenda abaana balina abaiseke gusineeretanga inaaso amalito y'abaana enkoligi enakyeta ekoligi abantu abasifati nkolika abake muroche abangina abake saanaga ese cabinet yana ese ngenjo chikoliko lwenyombe ningosomete onyora mwana mwisike takoletiki taiyo gakyo wanje kwenu lenda abaana baita baiseke abasacha mulema basacha mukaba n'omule lenda abaana baita abaiseke especially chinga chesu baana ambanyora malito abaana basome konyoregesa murole abaana abaisika abandi basome tabange mbali abaise balinga abakomupi etaikema abantu bali the ladies that who are in leadership in Juga come even the Dr. Jen come here donya garadiga donya mwatere no akiri chikora chinyingi abangina aba oli ne lecturale keyu osomyale kino ale se board ya assembly umongino oyo enamurusi East Africa ase serikali ya Mwetigas omongino oyo n'umunyaribali oli n'umunyaribali oyo n'omunchayi mongino ne reverend osomete mongino nabako kulikire composition ege German ama ege German ya ukwana akolika chi proposal akolika kaki naye kule gali umongina ancha umwana obonera chiko mnabangi nabaka mu wanja boyo abagaka tokolera asiyo natura akonya abantu. Thank you. I have so many ladies also around who are say count more count tete ntikirega tete mbabuli osobo abantu baguche muganeti e municipality ogembo yango ndro soko ya mheshimiwa Paradiso onjandre akera yani ka upo na rasman denga governor in your municipality. My brother, I'm giving you the municipality on time. Mheshimiwa Miruka ta upo na denga eta a municipality mheshimiwa. That has been the case. One of us. I want to promise that on third, I'll make sure we have handed over, and we'll make sure. Mwata bantu bandi barengetinga chibeso chinate bete barengetinga kwakwe to kuiba besa sa serikali yani oboli mobobe nanje munga nchiranyibe nakiende yonse. Others with those many remarks, I want to leave it there. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Abantu aminto biyamoni nyasaba seseni ega tuansire tokole inchi nyasaya tuanchire. Asa ya mangi, let me welcome the County Commissioner to do as the speech of the President. Thank you and God bless you.
Governor, PC County, Deputy Governor, members of the National Assembly, present, the Speaker. Yes, you can hear me now? The Speaker of Kisii County Assembly, Member of Parliament present, senior officers from both the county and national government, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Today is a special day, and I think the tradition of this day would be to listen to the address by His Excellency the President, and thereafter I'll be able to make one or two remarks. I promise to be very precise. I know we've been seated for quite some time, so I will make sure that I move as fast as possible. National address by His Excellency Honorable William Ruto, PhD, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces on the occasion of JAMHURI Day celebrations held on 12th December 2022 at the Nyayo National Stadium, Nairobi. We come together on this 59th JAMHURI Day to celebrate our freedom. It is the first National Day celebration dedicated to a theme that is relevant to our national aspirations. Our futuristic theme today revolves around technology and innovation. The promise of innovation is to enable us connect, innovate, and inspire. As we enter the 6th decade of independence, we can proudly cite some achievements and impressive progress made through our consistent efforts as evidence that our freedom struggle was neither an empty political adventure nor a reaction born of idle resentment. We gather as a nation to commune with our forefathers who were long-suffering innocent victims of imperial plunder and colonial oppression, yet also heroic defenders of our inalienable sovereignty and valiant fighters of our freedom. On JAMHURI Day, we celebrate the moment when Kenya proclaimed itself a free democratic republic. It is also a time to reflect deeply on the founding aspirations of our nation. It is time to rededicate ourselves to the fundamental commitment binding 3 generations of our people. First, urban crime. Our neighborhood may be rough, but we live in peace and fraternity with all our neighbors and play our role as a member of the regional and international community. The Kenya Defense Forces continue to demonstrate through their professionalism, commitment to solidarity, and commitment to humanitarianism. Ladies and gentlemen, beyond our borders, Kenya professionals have excelled consistently for decades, enabling organizations abroad achieve their objectives and actualizing their career goals in the process. The data on remittances is an object of deep fascination, and not just because we are proud of the Kenyan diaspora for remitting over 400 billion annually. Remittances are also a reliable indicator of the value of professional contribution and impact of the knowledge, skills, and passion of Kenyans abroad. Our diaspora comprises our best envoys and demonstrates for everyone to see what we are capable of. By extension, they show to the world how and why a country of meager natural resource endowment perches above its weight. My administration will work towards making our diaspora remittances reach 1 trillion shillings. The State Department of Diaspora Affairs has this target to achieve. We are in a situation of unprecedented uncertainty with many people, with many complex and interconnected threats arrayed against our shared aspirations. In the midst of this daunting urgency, complexity and threat, we remain ever mindful of our mandate as the steward of the well-being of our present generation and the trustees of our future. We have a duty to forge the way forward with courage, diligence, unity, and imagination. As I started in the beginning, the challenges that the founding leaders of our republic confronted on the first JAMHURI Day were as urgent, as daunting, and as complex for their time as the ones we now face. Mindful of their solemn obligation to do right while laying the foundation of a flourishing nation for future generations, I have pursued several interventions since I took office nearly 3 months ago with the urgency, zeal, and focus that moment demands. On my first day in office, I appointed 4 Court of Appeal and 2 Environment and Land Court judges, and just last week, 20 judges of the High Court. We have also escalated the actualization of the judiciary fund that will increase the allocation of resources to match the needs of enhancing access to justice throughout Kenya. On my first day in office, I also executed the necessary instrument to actualize the financial independence of the National Police Service in the realization that this is the substantive enabler of genuine institutional independence. The operational independence of the police is necessary for its efficiency, professionalism, and accountability. Since then, we have engaged to successfully reorient policing operations from a heavy and illegitimate reliance on illegal and extrajudicial interventions, which frequently entail such intolerable violations as abductions, torture, disappearance, and murder. There is now consensus that a new policing paradigm is at hand, and it is possible to achieve a high level of security for our citizens and also observe their rights and freedoms to the greatest extent. I therefore commend the entire National Police Service, from the constable on the beat to the Inspector General, for the enthusiasm with which they have embraced the changes and enhanced our general security through increased vigilance and improved relationships with citizens and their communities. Before the end of the year, I will be appointing a task force to review the terms of the police service. Ladies and gentlemen, a dramatic revolution is quietly underway, which is transforming the who as well as how of participating in enterprise for rapid socio-economic growth. The bottom-up framework proposes to include everyone from the smallest possible business unit run by individuals, the individuals of modest means, to our celebrated captains of industry. I engaged 3 fintech institutions on the way forward in making mobile loans more affordable. As a result, there was a drastic reduction in the interest charges on the Fuliza services, signaling a new era of affordable credit for borrowers. I also engaged led us on the need to liberate more than 400 million borrowers from the prejudice arising from being blacklisted under the Credit Reference Bureau framework, which arbitrarily paralyzes their business prospects. We have secured an agreement with the lenders to abandon this punitive approach and to shift to a credit scoring system which incorporates incentives for both lenders and borrowers. Perhaps more profound was the launch on November 30th of the Hustler Fund, an innovative revolving fund combining credit and savings to support and empower many Kenyans access affordable credit. The fund is available on digital platforms and accessible to individuals on their own. As of this morning, the 13th day since the launch, the fund had disbursed Kenya shillings 7.5 billion. At the same time, 15.4 million Kenyans had registered for the fund. Before the expiry of the 14-day repayment period, Kenya shillings 1.1 billion has since been repaid, and nearly Kenya shillings 400 million mobilized in savings. It is clear under this program that Kenyans have found a platform to save. Clearly, Kenyans know the value of borrowing and paying contrary to the rhetoric of skeptics. By all accounts, this is revolutionary. Ladies and gentlemen, the rains are finally here. Our farmers are now ready to give Kenya a bumper harvest, improve food supply, and drive down the price of food. The price of food supply and drive down the price of food, the single biggest driver of the cost of living. They will achieve these goals using affordable fertilizer and certified seeds. The government, working with the private sector, has engaged suppliers to import 300,000 metric tons, which is equal to 6 million bags of fertilizer. A consignment of 2 million bags has already landed at the port of Mombasa, and the remaining 4 million will arrive in the first week of January in time for the long rains. Government will continue. This will inject billions of shillings to arouse the sleeping giant of Kenya's industrial and agricultural competitiveness. The time has also come for us to liberate our agricultural production from dependence on rainfall pattern and vulnerable species as part of the big dream of greening the city of Nairobi. I have also directed the Minister of Interior to ensure that all regional commissioners, county commissioners, deputy county commissioners, assistant county commissioners, chiefs, assistant chiefs, and Nyumba Kumi officials mobilize the public drive for national tree planting culture. The exercise will be coordinated at the locational level and cascaded downwards. Every chief shall dedicate at least 1 day per week for a public baraza cum tree planting drive, in which the public will be mobilized to plant and grow at least 3,000 trees weekly within their respective locations. This weekly deliverance will be a shared responsibility among the chiefs, his or her assistant chiefs, and the Nyumba Kumi officials. Each assistant county commissioner, deputy county commissioner, county commissioner, and regional commissioner shall file monthly returns on these targets to the Ministry of interior. Free seedlings will be provided to the public through chiefs, schools, and other public institutions by the Ministry of Environment and Forestry. Ladies and gentlemen, the cost of housing is a heavy burden to the majority of Kenyans and is the major factor driving the proliferation of slums. We are intent to make housing more affordable, enable more Kenyans live in safe and dignified homes, and create millions of jobs and entrepreneurial opportunities. Through our programs, to increase the supply of affordable housing at the rate of 200,000 new units every year, we will lower the cost of living for urban dwellers, make the dream of home ownership possible for the majority of Kenyans, and Kenyans with units available at monthly installments of between 2,500 and 10,000 Kenya shillings. This program will generate millions of jobs for all categories of workers and thousands of SMEs as suppliers. We will be intentional about job creation in our economy. The Kenya Industrial Estate will provide intensive coaching and mentorship to 100,000 entrepreneurs and provide information and network opportunities to 250,000 youth. The Kenya Revenue Authority is now implementing our new tax administration policy, which has seen manufacturing firms earlier shut down over tax disputes reopened, injecting much needed revenue to the economy and returning thousands of workers to their jobs. We urge all Kenyans to continue supporting our efforts by paying taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, we undertook to review the competency-based curriculum following the concerns of many stakeholders, especially parents and teachers. As you know, we set up the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms to engage stakeholders, report and recommend measures to be taken. In fulfillment of our undertaking to increase teacher-to-learner ratio in our primary and secondary schools, the government has embarked on a single largest recruitment of teachers in independent Kenya by providing resources to Teachers Service Commission to recruit 30,000 teachers. Our determination to live as one indivisible national family cannot be compromised. Our pursuit of inclusion is irrevocable. We must continue to resolve injustices of a historical character that have unfairly relegated people to the margins of statelessness, when their inalienable rights of citizenship are guaranteed under the Constitution. The government of Kenya has commenced the process to confer citizenship to the Pemba people living in Kilifi County. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of Kenya's consistent record of leadership to advance the cause of peace, cohesion, security, and stability in our region. Under various regional and continental frameworks, and with the support of international partners, we are deploying our positions as a regional anchor state for the benefit of our neighbors and region. My predecessor, President Uhuru Kenyatta, working under the aegis of African Union, is engaged in mediation efforts to restore peace and stability in Ethiopia's Tigray region and under the East Africa Commission initiative to restore normalcy in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Our interests are nested in a dense network of reciprocal democracy, which helps our agenda to attract investments, forge partnerships, and create markets for our exports and employment of our youth, locally and overseas. In the past 3 months, we have aggressively sustained our pursuit of mutually beneficial endeavor with friends and partners all over the world. We have engaged productively with East Africa Community member states, the governments of South Africa, the United States, United Kingdom, Spain, Qatar, Germany, and Southern Korea to scale up bilateral ties and to explore avenues for collaboration in multilateral fora. We have forged agreements on mobilizing investment and financing in a wide variety of sectors. We will continue to engage the international community as we implement our plan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to innovate our way into the future. It is for this reason that on this JAMHURI Day, we as a nation are staking our claim by rallying Kenyans to begin the work of designing a world much richer, safer, freer than we have known. Innovation is frequently associated with technology, and we must avoid the pitfalls of viewing technology and innovation as preoccupations with things at the expense of people. The most consequential breakthrough in technological innovations have greatly enhanced human well-being. The platform, which supports all transactions on the Hasra Fund, are developed locally and has opened up access to affordable credit, liberated millions of hustlers from the vicious grip of Shylock and other predatory lenders, and enabled Kenyans of all walks of life to mobilize savings. This revolutionary technology is a continuation of Kenya's illustrious tradition in pioneering innovation in the financial technology sector. Among the Innovation Week's campaigns are the winners of the 2022 HALT Prize, Echo Banner, from St. Paul's University, who employed the concept of green and circular economy to produce biodegradable sanitary pads from banana fiber. I have asked the Ministry of Education to work with the young innovators to the delivery of our pledge to provide sanitary pads for schools. The Kenya Innovation Week attracted large global technology firms whose senior leaders made their way to Kenya to witness firsthand the magnitude of the innovative potential of the Silicon Savannah. We have agreed on partnerships to support local organizations in providing opportunities for young Kenyans to acquire training and skills on the various aspects of digital productivity. We are also exploring ways of making the benefit of monetization of online activity available to Kenyans, to Kenyan content creators on more platforms. I have spoken directly to Meta, the parent company of Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram to monetize content of our digital entrepreneurs that will exponentially multiply incomes and create employment opportunities for others. I am impressed and encouraged by the power of monetization and remote jobs. This is the way of the future. If I was not a state officer, I wonder what the content on my small Facebook page with 2.3 million followers would earn me daily. As we have all witnessed today from performances that has given us thrilling entertainment, our creative sector is ready with thousands of highly talented and promising youth waiting to seize opportunities to stream high quality content for monetization. Ladies and gentlemen, my administration recognizes sports and the arts as a mega industry that can employ millions of our youth and help grow our economy. This is why we have moved with speed to get our football back, to protect Kenya's proud athletics pedigree from doping, and to streamline collection and distribution of royalties to our artists. Through the revolutionary Talanta Hela plan, we will rebuild and monetize our sports and creative arts. As part of this plan, I have accepted to champion a grassroots football development program that will see national government work with county governments to invest heavily in youth football. Arrangements are at an advanced stage to launch a bottom-up football tournament to be contested by under-19 teams from all 47 counties. We will work with our governors for each county to build a team right from the ward level. This is the first step in our Football Vision 2030, where we target to see Harambee Stars play at the 2030 World Cup and Kenya host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. Together, let us build Kenyan football bottom up, from the grassroots of our village to the grand stage of the World Cup. We are ready to take our places as the digital workforce of the world. Our commitments under the digital superhighway component of our plan were intended for this specific purpose. To underscore our intent, we are today unveiling several cohorts of graduates whose training was supported under arrangements between the government and the private sector. Safaricom retrained a number of university and TVET graduates to meet the digital industry needs in software engineering and data science. Also graduating today are the Presidential Digital Talent Program, a class of talented youth selected by the Information and Communication Technology Authority for training through internship. Additionally, it is a big day for the beneficiary of the Kenya Commercial Bank to Jiajiri program. Finally, the Gogo Hasra Academy, who underwent an intensive and interactive training program, are ready to begin their journey in a world of work and opportunity that is now familiar territory. I now request all these graduates present today to rise. Fortune rewards the bold. I congratulate the young people who followed their curiosity and passion to explore new ideas and possibilities, and are now at the threshold of a new chapter in their lives and careers. I can say that through this disruptive graduation, you have now been granted the power to create, connect, innovate, and inspire. I wish you success and God's blessings. Congratulations, and you can now take your seats. We also congratulate 29-year-old Nelly Cheboy, the founder of TechTrick Africa, who this morning was declared the CNN Hero of the Year for her work in creating computer labs for Kenyan children to access the opportunities in the digital world. Congratulations, Nelly, for connecting and inspiring thousands of Kenyan children. As promised, everyone present in this stadium today will get a free scholarship on global entrepreneurship and innovation from the Databad School of Global Management at Arizona State University. It is now time to keep the promise. There is a QR code near you. Scan and access the scholarship now. A 16-unit course that would have costed you Kenya shillings 100,000 is now accessible to you for free, courtesy of the Innovation JAMHURI. I also appreciate the firms and organizations which have stepped forward in support our vision to make Kenya the hotbed of innovation. We will continue to do our part and make such partnerships bigger in the future, and you are always welcome to be part of Kenya's journey as part of this endeavor. KONSA has started the distribution of 23,000 virtual desktops to Tibets to enable students exploit remote job opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are committed to support young Kenyans in re-establishing this country as the Republic of Ideas and the home. Let us therefore rally and join our efforts in the timeless space of Harambee to exploit the at hand and hasten our progress into the future. Thank you and God bless you.
Asante sana County Commissioner. Kwa sasa tutasimama sote kwa wimbo wa taifa.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. So kidogo. County Commissioner alikuwa anapumua hapo amaliza speech. Pole sana.
I just want to ningependa tuchukue tu 3 more minutes. I know you've been seated for long, but that is the presidential speech. It is the national direction that the nation is taking. But with your permission, I just want to make 2-3 comments regarding ourselves as a county. And before I do that, I think it's my duty also to introduce my security team who accompanied me. During the introductions, I did not find like there was a slot for my introduction. County Commissioner do not move alone. So kindly and very fast, I'll ask them to introduce themselves.
Hello, Jambo. Okay, Lonzo Peter Mulei, Office of the County Commissioner. Thank you.
Hamjambo, majina mimi naitwa Oliver Apando, mimi ni kamanda wa magereza Kisii County.
Habari zenu. Kwa majina naitwa Lina Kabaila, ndio County DCI in charge.
Hamjambo wote. Kwa majina naitwa Winnie Onyimbo, Administration Police County Sibu Commander.
Amjaboni, Dr. Musioki Mutungi, the County Police Commander. Thank you.
Thank you. That is the team that accompanied me, is my county security team. As I had promised, nataka tu niseme mawili matatu kuhusiana na mambo yetu. Ya kwanza, ningependa niseme ya kwamba kama timu ya national celebrations ya county tumefurahi sana kwa watu wa Machonge chache kutuhost na kutuentertain na kuwa na sisi. Thank you very much. On behalf of the organizing committee, ningependa nichukue nafasi hii niwaambie asanteni sana, and we have felt part and parcel of you here. Ya pili ambayo ningependa kusema ni kwamba muda wa siasa naona uliisha na uchaguzi. Kwa hivyo mwito yangu kwa viongozi wote ambaye walichaguliwa, kwanza ningependa niseme pongezi kwamba uliweza kuchaguliwa katika kiti kile ambacho ulichaguliwa. Congratulations. Secondly, I would also want to urge you on the same breath kwamba sasa ni wakati wa kupeana maendeleo kwa wananchi. Tafadhali wacha to reduce the political temperature. Si kweli? We have spent a lot of energy in the last 1 year that gearing up to the general elections. Si kweli? Ambapo tulifika mahali tukawa kama tumesimamisha kila kitu, tunafikiria mambo ya siasa. Na hiyo ikafika tukafanya uchaguzi mzuri sana ambaye haikuwa na matatizo yoyote, na tukaweka viongozi kwa viti. Tafadhali sasa, let us rally our people to delivering what we promised we deliver them. We have a very heavy responsibility. Wherever you are, whether it's the governor, whether it's the MCA, whether it's the commissioner, whether it's the whoever you are in this government, you have a big responsibility of taking Kisii to the next level. So let us have deliberation on how we can deliver on our promises to the people of Kisii, other than some things that are not helping the county. Hiyo ningependa niwaombe kwa unyenyekevu sana. Secondly, ningependa niseme mambo ya exams. Tunaendelea na mitihani yetu. Tulifanya mitihani ya KCPE tukamaliza, tukafanya mitihani ya KPSE tukamaliza, na sasa tunaendelea na mitihani yetu ya KCSE. Two things about it. Walimu wetu, and I want to go straight, walimu wetu, you are still making efforts to do malpractices in our examinations. Niliona timu kubwa sana hapa ya NAT. I hope they are still with us. Good, thank you very much. Walimu wetu, ningependa ni appeal through NAT. We respect you, we entrust you with our children, we entrust you with the examination. You cannot again be the same person who is promoting malpractice in examinations. I want to say that we shall be very, very severe. We shall be very strict. We shall be on lookout. Anybody doing any examination malpractice, we shall deal with you firmly and according to the law. And I will appeal to our security agencies now to be more vigilant on that. I think we should now, it is criminal, isn't it? Is it not criminal? Yes, there is nothing civil, so you'll not be dealt with in a civil manner. You will be dealt with as a criminal, if you know what that means. So from today, that is the gear that we are engaging. We must have examinations that are free, fair, free from any malpractices. Na wale ambaye waliattempt, ambaye tuko na wao, I want to assure you that we shall follow the full navigation of the law to make sure that you get what you deserve legally. Kitu kingine ambacho ningependa kusema ni kwamba we have had, still related to the examinations. During our examinations so far, we have 10 students ambaye they have given birth in the process of, or rather during examinations so far. The other thing I want to say is that let us leave our girls to learn during their learning age. Why are we having girls who are giving birth instead of doing the examination? How fair are you? Who is impregnating these girls? Eh? Is it the teacher? Is it the citizen? Ama anakujana naye kwa Roho Mtakatifu. This is a challenge to the entire society. Let us not even point fingers at who. It is haina heshima hata kidogo. Kama mtoto ambaye anatakikana akalie mtihani anakuwa mzazi badala ya kuendelea na masomo yake. I want to pose this challenge to all our leadership. This is a subject that we must address because we are the same society that is doing this vice to our children. How do we take TC to the next level if our children are giving birth at Kipsea? We even had people, we had pupils, not students, pupils giving birth during Kipsea exams. Those are truly our children. And I think it's a challenge to every leader here to address that matter. The other issue I wanted to give is adolescents' pregnancies. We have had a history. In 2019, we had a total of 723 teenage pregnancies. And remember, these teenage pregnancies are the same people who are in primary and secondary school. Okay? So we had 2019 we had 723. In 2020 we had 747. Last year, 2021, we had 985. I hope you are noting the increase. In 2022, thanks to the various interventions, it has dropped to 346. What is my message? My message is that we need to do some deliberate efforts to reduce these adolescent pregnancies. And I want to associate this drop by intervention of the national administration through the Baraza la Wanaume. Remember the Baraza la Wanaume started because we said we need to involve men in discussion of these vices that they also participate on. So I want to urge all administrators in the county continue engaging the Baraza la Wanaume more, and in this Baraza la Wanaume, let us talk freely about what it is that we are pulling behind the society. Finally, is about security. We are moving to the festive season. Hata leo ni sikukuu na tutaendelea. I want to say two things. One, our security agencies will not enjoy Christmas. We shall be out here ensuring that we provide security to each and every citizen of this county. Secondly, I want to condemn a culture. There is a culture here that after every meeting, I hope this one will not happen today, people fight and maim others. Watu wakimaliza mkutano, labda hawajafurahi, wanaenda wanapigana wakielekea. You remember the incident that was at the governor's meeting kwa kiwanja. Watu wakienda nyumbani wakapigana. I'm happy to report that we were able to take a total of 4. 4 of the perpetrators, we took them to court. and we shall continue being vigilant. Hatutakubali uweze kuumiza mwenzako for whatever reason, ati sababu hujakubaliana na vile anasema. Closer to today, yesterday, our security agencies were able to net 4 machetes in Amba here. Isn't it? Nyakiange. Yes. Sasa ni mimi wanatangia. 4 newly sharpened, 4 newly bought and sharpened machetes. Why? What was the use of these machetes? Was to maim somebody akitoka kwa hii baraza, si ndio? Ilikuwa ya ku, and anyway, I want to threaten you. You try it. We shall make sure we escort everybody nyumbani. Na kama you are doubting what I'm saying, just try to draw your machete. You will be met with equal force because you want to kill somebody. Isn't it? We must get out of this nonsense. People normally sit down and discuss on round table discussions, isn't it? Where they differ. But you don't use force. You don't maim anybody. I think it is time that we've resolved such force will be met with equal force. Shauri yako. And it is actually a shame, isn't it? I want to believe that our security agents will also process that case to its logical conclusion. Finally, allow me to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, tusimame sote kwa wimbo wa taifa tukiongozwa na Kisii University Band. Asante sana, tutaomba Your Excellency tuweze kuketi chini na nchi watukufu tutaketi chini wakati His Excellency na wageni wengine kwa mlipo rasmi. Asante sana. DJ, utatupa wimbo wa matumbuizo kidogo. Gavana anapoondoka na wageni wenzake. Wengine wananchi mtatulia kidogo tu. Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, niliomba wimbo wa taifa peke yake tafadhali. Tafadhali. Wimbo wa taifa peke yake. Wimbo wa taifa. Shukuru. Wimbo wa taifa peke yake. Asante. Kisii University tumeshukuru. Taifa peke yake. Thank you so much. Tufungue wageni waheshimiwa wanapoondoka. DJ tupe fungua pale magari ya gavana, deputy governor, county commissioner wakiondoka. Security hakikisha kwamba mfunga security, weka ua, wageni waheshimiwa washuke chini. Security tuwekee ua hali wageni wanatoka tafadhali. Sana Emini, nashukuru. Tufungue njia tafadhali. Tufungue njia wageni waheshimiwa wanapoondoka. Tufungue njia tafadhali, asante sana. Fungua barabara. Gari hii iondoke, hapa iondoke. Kwa barabara. Tufungue barabara tafadhali, gari ziweze, ndiposa wananchi tuweze kufuata. Tunashukuru sana kwa kusherehekea sikukuu hii ya Madaraka. Mwenyezi Mungu aweze kuwabariki tutakapoendelea kuonana katika nyanja zingine. Asante abamachoge miyamono kigima. Thank you so much. DJ wachilia. Asante ndugu Maseme. Thank you so much.